Have you ever looked at your HubSpot portal and felt a slight sense of dread? It starts small. Maybe it is a duplicate contact that should not be there. Then, it is a workflow that fired when it shouldn't have. Before you know it, your CRM, the very tool meant to simplify your life, has become a complex maze that requires constant supervision. This leads to a tough question. Do you really need to hire a full-time person just to keep the lights on in HubSpot? For many growing companies, the answer is a complicated maybe. You need the expertise, but the overhead of a six-figure salary is a heavy lift. This is where the Admin Accelerator model changes the game. By focusing on flexible HubSpot admin support, you can bridge the gap between messy data and a revenue engine without the traditional hiring headaches. The real cost of the full-time solution. When a business hits a growth spurt, the first instinct is often to hire our way out of the problem. If HubSpot is getting messy, the logic goes, we need a HubSpot administrator. But have you looked at the price tag for that role lately? According to data from ZipRecruiter and Glassdoor, the average salary for a certified HubSpot administrator in the United States now sits between $85,000 and $125,000 per year. When you add in the costs of healthcare, 400K contributions, payroll taxes, and the ramp-up period where they aren't yet fully productive, that single hire can cost your company upwards of $150,000 annually. Beyond the money, there is the single point of failure risk. If your solo admin leaves for a new opportunity, all that institutional knowledge walks out the door with them. Your RevOps strategy shouldn't depend on one person's presence. Ask yourself, is our portal complex enough to occupy 40 hours every single week? Are we paying a premium salary for someone to perform basic data entry? Could that 100 cal plus be better spent on lead generation or product development? For most mid-market companies, a full-time admin is an expensive hammer for a problem that requires a surgical approach. Is your portal outgrowing your team? How do you know if you are reaching the breaking point? Often, the signs are subtle until they become catastrophic. One of the biggest issues is technical debt. This happens when you build quick fixes in HubSpot, like a temporary property or a one-off workflow that never gets cleaned up. Over time, these pile up. According to HubSpot's 2024 State of Marketing report, nearly 64% of marketers consider their CRM very important, yet many admit they struggle with the technical overhead of actually maintaining it. Then there's the issue of data decay. Did you know that B2B data decays at a rate of roughly 2.1% every month? That means without active management, over 22% of your database becomes inaccurate every single year. If your sales team is complaining that their leads have bad phone numbers or your marketing team can't segment a list without 15 manual filters, you don't have a software problem. You have an admin gap. This is exactly where HubSpot admin support steps in to stabilize the ship. What is the Admin Accelerator? The Admin Accelerator is a flexible support model that gives you high-level RevOps expertise without the high-level commitment. Think of it as having a fractional admin who knows your business but doesn't sit in your office. Instead of one person trying to know everything, an accelerator model gives you access to a team. This team handles the heavy lifting of portal management, workflow optimization, fixing those Frankenstein automations that send the wrong emails at the wrong time, data hygiene, running regular search and destroy missions for duplicate records and outdated properties, user management, ensuring new hires are onboarded correctly and former employees are offboarded securely, reporting, building the dashboards that actually tell you if you are making money rather than just showing vanity metrics. This model is direct. It is efficient. It focuses on the RevOps principle of aligning your people, your processes, and your platform to drive growth. The power of flexible support. One of the biggest mistakes companies make is signing long-term, rigid retainers with agencies. These often feel like hidden taxes where you pay for hours you don't use. The modern approach favors month-to-month contracts. Why? Because RevOps needs are rarely static. One month, you might be launching a massive new product line and need 40 hours of HubSpot configuration. The next month, you might just need someone to keep the data clean and answer a few questions. A flexible support model allows you to scale up when you migrate from a different CRM or add a new hub, like Data Hub or Content Hub. Scale down during slower quarters when you only need maintenance mode. Stay accountable. Month-to-month contracts keep the service provider on their toes. They have to earn your business every 30 days. This agility over rigidity mindset is what separates modern, fast-moving companies from those stuck in old-school corporate cycles. RevOps 101, more than just fixing stuff. To truly succeed with HubSpot, you have to move beyond admin tasks and start thinking about revenue operations, RevOps. RevOps is the strategic heartbeat of your company. It ensures that marketing, sales, and customer success aren't just working in the same building, but are actually talking to each other through the data. According to research by the Boston Consulting Group, companies that successfully align their revenue functions can see a 10 to 20% increase in sales productivity. That is a massive gain that doesn't require hiring a single new sales rep. It simply requires making the system work better. When you use an admin accelerator, you aren't just paying for clicks. You are paying for a framework. You are ensuring that people have the right training. Processes are documented and automated. Platforms like HubSpot are integrated and clean. When these three pillars are in sync, the blame game between sales and marketing stops. You stop guessing where your leads are coming from and start seeing the path to growth clearly. Real-world wins. What it looks like in practice. Let's look at a quick example. Imagine a mid-sized B2B tech company. They were using HubSpot, but their speed to lead, SLA, the time it takes a sales rep to call a new lead, was over 4 hours. The problem? Their workflows were a mess. Leads were getting lost in inactive owners' queues, and the notification system was broken. Instead of hiring a full-time admin to look into it, they brought in a HubSpot admin support team via an accelerator model. Within 1 week, the team audited the workflows, consolidated the lead rotation logic, and set up an automated SLA alert system. The result? The speed to lead dropped from 4 hours to 4 minutes. That didn't require a $100K hire. It required 10 hours of expert work from people who had seen that specific problem 100 times before. Why actionable information beats theory. A lot of people talk about strategy, but without execution, it's just a daydream. An admin accelerator is the execution arm of your RevOps strategy. Think about your current HubSpot challenges. Are you struggling with portal bloat, too many custom properties that no one uses, reporting gaps? You know you are closing deals, but you can't see the attribution, which marketing efforts actually caused the sale? User adoption? Does your sales team hate the CRM and avoid using it? These are all solvable problems, but they require someone to own the platform. If that someone is currently your marketing director, you are wasting their talent. Their job is to create a strategy and drive demand, not to troubleshoot why a date property isn't syncing with Salesforce. By outsourcing the admin work, you free up your leadership to do what they do best: grow the company. The financial business case. Let's do the math one more time. If you hire a full-time admin, you are committing to a fixed cost of roughly $10,000 per month, salary plus benefits. If you use an admin accelerator model, your cost is often a fraction of that. For example, some professional programs offer comprehensive support for around $1,200 to $2,500 per month. In 1 year, the full-time path costs you $120,000. The accelerator path costs you $4,400 to $30,000. That leaves you with nearly $100,000 in extra budget. Think about what you could do with that. You could hire a top-tier content creator. You could double your LinkedIn ad spend. You could invest in a major product upgrade. The ROI of flexible HubSpot management isn't just about saving money. It is about opportunity cost. It is about putting your dollars where they will have the biggest impact on your bottom line. Is it time to accelerate? Choosing how to manage your HubSpot portal is a pivotal decision in your buyer's journey. You have moved past the awareness stage. You know you have a problem. You have moved past the consideration stage. You know HubSpot is the tool to solve it. Now you are in the decision stage. Do you want to build an internal CRM department or plug in a specialized team ready to go today? The Admin Accelerator isn't just a service. It's a way to reclaim your time. It's about making sure your software works for you, rather than you working for your software. When you have a dedicated consultant, a monthly allocation of tasks, and no long-term contract holding you back, you gain something rare in the business world: predictability. You know the work is getting done, you know what it costs, and you know you can change direction whenever you need to. Taking the next step with Aspiration Marketing. At Aspiration Marketing, we believe that RevOps should be accessible, not overwhelming. We know that small and mid-sized businesses need the same level of technical expertise as the big guys, but in a way that fits their budget and pace. Our HubSpot Admin Accelerator program was built for this exact purpose. Our program provides you with a dedicated HubSpot consultant and a monthly task allocation to keep your portal running at peak performance. It's RevOps as a service. We don't believe in locking you into long-term retainers. We believe in earning your trust through results. With a simple 30-day notice period, you get the ultimate flexibility to scale your RevOps engine as your business grows. From user administration and workflow configuration to report building and chatbot setup, we handle the technical heavy lifting so you can focus on your customers. Are you ready to see what your HubSpot portal can really do once the technical debt is cleared? Would you like us to conduct a complimentary audit of your current HubSpot portal to identify your biggest RevOps gaps? Reach out today and let's turn your CRM back into the growth engine it was meant to be.